Hello, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining us from. My name is Phoebe Akinshola, and I'm welcoming you especially to the Aziza Growth Series. At the Aziza Growth Series, we discuss about insights, we discuss about, inputs and different things that will be of help to your business, to your personal life. And today is one of those days where we'll be talking about something special, something juicy. The topic today is consistency and resiliency when motivation fades. And you can all tell me, guys, that consistency and resilience is something that is not born with you, is something that you need to be able to work on from yourself, right? And so we have a special person in our midst today, the delectable, the wonderful, the experienced Mr. Ademuyiwa. Mr. Ademuyiwa is actually one of us. He's a volunteer with the Aziza Growth Aziza Foundation, and so he will be giving us his story. And I will give Mr. Ademuyiwa some minutes to just introduce himself. Please, the floor is yours. Please introduce yourself, sir.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everywhere you are listening to us. My name is Adeyemi Ademuyiwa. I happen to be a regional coordinator for BudgIT Southwest of Nigeria, and I studied economics as undergraduate, and presently I'm aspiring for my MSc in public admin. It has really been my joy and my happiness to see that people around me are happy always. That has been my challenges right from my childhood, and my parents knows that at times I love if somebody around me are happy and me I'm not happy. It gives me more joy because I like seeing smile faces around me.
That's interesting.
Because I believe if they are happy, the community is happy, and there's going to be peace. There's going to be a kind of peace in the society. So that is me. I'm particularly about the community and development in all area or in all perspective. Let me put it that way. And presently, I work as like I said, I work as a regional coordinator that sees to the development capital project in my region. So I have some people in different states that I see over them, and I've been working with BudgIT for many years now, and I've met many people on the route of my development space, and it's very great for me. So I've been working in development space because I've really learned a lot, and I continue to learn. Let me put it down.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing, and we really hope for the best as you continue in your developmental journey and even in your quest to make people happy. However, today's topic is resilience and consistency, and we wanted to know what is resilience to you?
Let me say, we cannot have a perfect definition, but to me, I can say resilience can be, to me, I can define it as a ability, capacity, and intellectual process for someone to restrain any external forces that can mitigate his or her beliefs or her mission. So resilience is a very powerful key for somebody that wants to be a community leader or want to be a business owner, because in any ramification there's going to be a kind of this problem. But if you have a resilience, I think you can overcome it. But if you don't have resilience, it's going to be a great challenge, because in everything you do in life, you must be expecting challenges. And if you don't have the power of resilience to restrain or to mitigate that forces, you have nowhere to go. So it's a part of something. Let me say, it's one of the benchmarks for a leader to have. It's one of the qualities of a good leader. Either a business owner, wherever you find yourself, you must have a good resilience. And what gives someone resilience is it has to do with something that if you have passion towards something, you build your resilience towards it. But if you don't have any driven passion towards something, for you to have resilience towards that thing is going to be a very, very hard. So before you can have a resilience towards a particular phenomenon, there's going to be a ready-made driven passion for you towards that channel.
Thank you so much for sharing. And so as you spoke, right, what came to mind is I'd like to hear your story. At what time have you faced a particular challenge that seemed like, this force seemed to be stronger than you, but you were able to surmount? Could you please share that story with us?
I have like three different stages that if I should start, I think, but let me just make it short. The first one is when I was about to write my SS3, and something happened within my family. We moved to another apartment, and my parents called me that they can't pay for my wife fees that year. I was like, I'm going to die. The life seems to me like, am I living? Every day I'll be crying. And after the WAEC, everybody, all my friends thought that maybe I will not go and re-enroll as a external candidate. Lo and behold, I went back to my school and I started coming to school regularly as a normal student till I wrote the WAEC of the year that preceded my normal year. It's very, very big challenge for me because people see it as on serious time. No, after people have paid their WAEC and the set of people that have not paid WAEC for that school, they believe most of them are on serious time. That these guys are normally very serious. What has came over him as he joined BudgIT? That's the first time. And the second time is that over some years when I got admission to a great university in Nigeria, because of the financial strategies or financial challenges, I couldn't continue. I have to depart. But great to the God today that I'm a graduate. I don't have extra year. And I finished that course. Though I'm a total student, but I thank God because there are a lot of things along the way that constrain me to have a good grade. But I thank God I was able to survive it.
Yeah.
It's a great challenge. It's a very great challenge.
Yeah, I can only imagine. So because the truth is that a lot of people that may be listening to this today may also have experiences that has been very profound for them, that may have affected their outcome, but their ability to be able to do it regardless or despite is an important trait that we're able to learn from even these stories that you have shared with us. But I was going to also ask, and I think you've even answered some of this question, is how has that experience shaped you into who you are today?
It has really shaped me because it makes me to understand that I don't have anybody, but I have God. And if you know I used to tell people that your background must not shape your life. What I mean by it, if you come from a silver spoon, normal, your background is going to affect you possibly. But to general people that come from less developed, economical disadvantaged families like me, you don't allow your background to design your food because it's going to be a disastrous to you and your coming generation. That why can't you do something when your mates and whatever? So I think when things seems very hard for me, I begin to have some kind of thing. Then I try to change the families I belong to. When I mean by family, I don't mean my blood family. The association I keep myself. I keep myself with the association of the people that have vision and mission. I keep myself with the set of the people that I know that through them I can have some clue on how I can have a way out. Because that's one of the things that keep people things. When you keep associating yourself with those people that have low intellectual, I'm not talking of academic now. I'm not talking of maybe those people that have the people that have money, but people that have mind of good things, that have future, that have plan, that their mentality are so wide for the greater things to happen. So those are the set of the people that kept myself with. And up to date, I'm still with some of them, whereby some are even coming in my way that when they understand what I've done so far, they haven't come to my way. So it gives me a lot of things that, guy, if you don't think very well. And another thing, let me put it this way, because this thing normally affects some of the guys and even the females. Before I got admission, I work in a corral company, and it's a very, very hard company. Then I promised myself, from here you are going to school. And some of my friends that went there to have our GC, once they have small change, some of them started having girlfriend, they marry. I don't have girlfriend then. I don't have anything to do with women. It's not even my plan. Because my academic and my education has been my challenge. That if I fail to have my education, even that undergraduate, I cannot get to anywhere. Because there is series in life. Whatever education you have, it's going to pave way. I'm not saying that everybody will be a graduate, but anything you learn or maybe certification you have is going to give you some kind of leverage on where you can achieve or where you can be. And I thank God today that it has really helped me. And wherever I find myself among my mates, I never found one thing.
Yeah, it's so amazing. I'm super inspired by your story. Because the truth is that our country, Nigeria, can be such a place that I wouldn't want to use a very strong word, but it can shut dreams. People who have dreams, people who are very focused and all of that, the things that are the circumstances or conditions with which they find themselves, they're not able to even do better. But to be able to still, regardless of all of that, to still arise and stand up for oneself and do what you want to do, that is absolutely amazing. And we in Aziza Development Foundation are super proud of you, and we're happy for where you have come, and even where you are going to. And I think you've answered my second question because my second question really is, what's that habit that you have, held on to that has made you resilient? While you were speaking, you spoke about the fact that you try to keep your association in such a way that you are in a place where people, and it's not about money or education, because the truth is, education or money can help you dream bigger, can help your mind, but ultimately your mind may not be, even if you have education and have money, you can still have a small mind, right? And so essentially, understanding, and I think that was very profound. But I was going to ask, in addition to what you have highlighted, what other habits do you think you've imbibed, that would help or has helped you be resilient?
One is that I am a kind of person that I love working for God. I believe in God, and I wholeheartedly work for God. And I'm a kind of person that I have fear of God, and I always pray for the direction of God. And I'm also, with what I learned, one thing I learned from I have parents, or both parents. I have them, but one thing that we have different challenges, and we have different grades. But there's one thing that my father and my parents and my mother gave me that has been my driver. And what is it? Is that you have to be contented with what you have. You don't have to be promiscuous or what have you. Don't put your eyes in what does not belong to you, and believe that one day you are going to get it, even more than where you think you will get it. So I'm a kind of person that I don't have. I'm very okay with myself. I'm not that. I'm contented. Let me put it that way. I cannot be pushed or be shaken because I got some people. See, my dear sister, one thing I believe in my life is that it's not about the house you build. It's not about cars you have. It's about the people that you touch their life. Presently, I think the CEO of Aziza Foundation knows what I'm doing. By next year, it's going to be 10 years, and that has been my dream. I've been organizing free tutorial lessons for senior secondary school in my neighborhood every year. I pay the tutors. I collect no dime from the students. That is what I'm giving back to the community. I go to some secondary school to give them career talk, to show them what life is, what I've come through. So I want to be a role model to people that when I start, they say, this person has touched my life. It pays me than building house, buying cars, because it is the name. You earn it, you work for it. You work for it, and it's a process. Don't forget, no event, no history. So it's more of I've taken myself to that. This is what I want to achieve in life. What are the objectives for me to attain this goal? And this part of it, and I'm still on it.
Wow, that's so impressive. Thank you so much. We're coming almost to the end of this session, and the last question before we wrap up is, what advice would you give to women? And Aziza Growth Foundation is focused to women. Although we are not all women, we also reach out to men as well, but our focus is on women. Now, what advice would you give to women who are facing their challenges and struggles? Because the women that we have in Nigeria, if the men face a particular challenge, trust me, women face times 2 of that challenge because of the society that we are in. So what would you advise us as women? What can we do? What can we implement? How can we be able to surmount the challenges and struggles, and to become resilient?
First thing is that you have to believe in yourself. You have to have a kind of driven passion for what you want to become. You should be able to shape yourself. This is where I want to see myself in the next 5 years. And now look at what are the things that can be a kind of challenges along the road. How can you overcome it? There is nothing great that comes easy. The challenges must come. But that ability, I think you even asking that resilience and adaptability. If you have resilience, you must be able to adapt, because there are new difficulties for doing many things. One thing about some women, sorry to say, some women are making some kind of mistake by thinking or by comparing themselves to another person, not forgetting that we are not born in the same way. The capacity we have are different. The ability we have, we are different. The resilience we have, we are different. The grace we have, we are different. So you must know yourself. You must believe in yourself. You must assure yourself that this thing I'm going to do it. Then you must not allow anything that will come your way to chase you away. Then you must be prayerful, either you're Christian or Muslim, and you must be faithful to yourself. You must know the environment. You must know the family you find yourself, the around people you find yourself, around people you relate with. What do you think, or what do you see these people are doing? Is it in line with what I'm doing? Because at times many people do that because A is selling viral. Some people don't know that there are some things they need to factor in, even they want to do business. Because these people are doing business in town A, let me also go to do it in town B. It does not work like that. You must know the demand for any business to come forth. Some people doesn't take feasibility study of what they want to do before they venture to any kind of business, and that is why you see that many people business are strong aside the part of the economic challenges that we have. So we have to be steady, and whatever you want to do, you must do a kind of study. You must understand those who are in that line. What do you think they've done? They put together to get to that place, and I try it. You get it? It's not that you jump to something. You need to learn. To learn from the past people, even from your own personal mistake. You need to learn and make some. But there are some mistakes I've made in the past. I don't do it again. I do procrastinate, and God has helped me to put it down. So you know within yourself that you are making some mistakes. What are the people in this line? What have they done? What have they put in place to ensure they achieve it? So all those things. And lastly, prayer is the key to it, because the Bible will say that everything we are doing, we must do it with the prayer. So anything you are doing, you have to put it together with prayer. If you are just praying, you are not doing anything, don't expect any miracle. So I will bless the work of your hand. That's just it. So I know it's not easy, but I just feel that whatever you want to do, plan yourself, have a goals. When do I do this? What are the things that can chase me away? How can I overcome? Those are the resilience we are talking about. Many resilience, some people don't know that it's not something that is physical. Some resilience, something are intellectual, they are technical. So we have various ways of those things, and one thing that we just need to work it. It's not that we read it, or we need to do it. So that's that.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And I think what you just said was so profound, which is that in all of these things that we have spoken about, it's important to remember that it is the action that matters. Thank you so much for that. And I think the last thing, before we as we wrap up, is what's the one thing that you have learned about resilience? And I think you have said a lot of things, and these answers are even in the pockets of what you have said previously. But as a way of conclusion, what do you think is the takeaway? That one thing you want us to remember, that even if someone is listening to this podcast and they are, they just want to go with just that one thing. What's that one thing that you have learned about resilience that you want us to take home today?
What is it is that whatever you can perceive, you pray over it, you can achieve it.
Thank you
whatever
so
you
much.
Perceive, you pray over it, you act over it, you can achieve it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Ademuyiwa. Absolutely. Well, it was such a beautiful time being here with you. I've been super, super inspired, and I'm sure that every other person here has been inspired as well. And so we come to the end of today's session of the Aziza Growth Series, and I see you again same time next month. Bye.
Bye.